What's up, y'all? Ivan here from the Ivan Rides YouTube channel. Today we are on the Shadow Chimera and we're doing the 750 watt street legal mode. We're going to be going on a long range route from Queens into Brooklyn and finally into Manhattan. It shouldn't take us more than 45 minutes to cover the 8 or so miles there, so sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. It's good to have you on board today. Just a quick reminder, I am affiliated with the following companies. So if you want to support the channel, there are going to be affiliate links and affiliate codes down in this video's description. We've also have the Buy Me a Coffee link live now. So again, all of those are optional. It just helps me cover the operating costs of the channel. So thank you again for your continued support. I really appreciate each and every one of you. With that said, we can focus a little bit more on this ride. We have not taken this route in a pretty long time. The reason we're doing this today is because last time we did the 750 watt mode and we basically stayed in traffic and a lot of y'all said that it was relatively flat, so of course the 750 watt mode got a chance to shine. This route, on the other hand, is a little bit of what I used to call a stress test for PEVs when I used to do more first impressions and reviews on the channel. This route actually will cover a lot of like elevation change because of there's several bridges on this route that we're gonna hit. We're gonna see Kosciuszko Bridge, we're gonna see Williamsburg Bridge, and we're gonna see the bridge basically right before the first bridge over here that brings us from Maspeth into Maspeth, Queens into Brooklyn. So it's going to get a chance to really test that out, and the 750 watt mode did extremely well last time, so I'm curious to see how it handles this route. We're not stress testing the bike. We already know it's a great bike. We're just going to see kind of like how it performs through this. We're also going to get a good mix of traffic here because we'll get kind of riding with cars like we are here, where it's going to be a little bit more high speed, a little bit more residential. Then we are going to be on a couple of bike lanes. We're also going to be with pedestrians a few times, and we are also going to see some high speed routes over there in the city once we're kind of on that major avenue, because at that point we're going to try and swim with the cars with the 750 watt mode. Normally I wouldn't run the Relive app unless it's a full commute experience video, but I do want to see what the top speed is on the 750 watt mode because I don't really run a display. I've also at the suggestion of one of my subscribers, swapped to, what is this? Why are you just stopped in the middle? Okay. Swapped to top speed mode instead of torque mode because with the back 855, apparently the loss of top speed versus the gain on torque is very minimal, so we end up sacrificing our ability to keep up with traffic for like a minimal increase in torque. So thank you for that suggestion. I am running top speed mode on the 750 watt mode here. I would normally screenshot that, but because I have an iPhone, they are... Damn, homie. Why are you so mad? It's a stoplight. Yeah, so we are running 750 watts, but yeah, I would normally screenshot it, but because we have an iPhone, we end up having to, or the app owners have to kind of renew it every couple of months or so. So no screenshot there. I can't find my Android device that I purchased for like any of my back 855 back 2000 stuff. So we will just kind of assume and see where we're at here. Ooh. Okay. This guy's gonna accelerate past me again. Please go ahead, try to. There's that speed bump there, so good luck. So while we're on this ride early on, I get a lot of questions in the videos on why like cyclists in New York tend to stop on the other side of the crosswalk. It's because of jerks like that who are on your behind the whole time. Stops whenever he wants to stop and speeds whenever he wants to speed. Historically, bikes in New York have never stopped at the stoplights. We always treated it as yield signs. So we would normally just go through. With the change in laws, you know, now we stop at the stoplight like normal citizens. But there's a lot of habits from like old New York where, for those of us that have navigated the city for decades, we always kind of like, you see where they position the bike stop in a reference to the pedestrian path. It's in front. Historically, we've used the pedestrian walk as a barrier between us and the cars because it helps us stay in front of traffic. On your right, it helps us stay in front of traffic while also giving us a little bit of a buffer. So last thing we want to be is decoration on someone's hood. And here's the first hill climb test for the 750 watt mode. And it is really, really smooth and easy, like no trouble at all. So I understand now what they were saying, because it tackled that actually much easier than it did the 59th Street Bridge, but the 59th Street Bridge is also a little bit more aggressive. The next major incline here is coming up. And it's a pretty big incline. So, why is it so wet? So pretty aggressive incline here. And we'll be taking that on soon. So the takeoff is pretty gentle, but I will let me clarify that. When I say the takeoff is gentle on the 750 watt mode, it's still punchy, but it's not its usual Chimera self. So if you have this on like top speed mode and you're kind of blasting it, it picks up really quickly. So the high drive motor still has a lot of pull regardless of mode. So it's still tackling this kind of like the way my old Super73 would tackle it. It's still making good speed up this hill at the 750 watt mode, but it's probably it got to speed a little bit faster than that. So test number 2, pretty good so far. It's easy for the Chimera. And what a nice day, y'all. Like, what a freaking nice day. This mode is so nice and chill because like it really allows me to just kind of like soak things up instead of like just constantly blasting through everything. We'll probably see the top speed of the bike here on this downhill. Oh, what a sight. Up, gotta bounce that a little bit. Pop, 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 chop, up. See, nice and easy. Pop and up over it. You can still have a ton of fun. This bike is so light, man. Like, this bike's like power to weight ratio, even at 750 watts, is still pretty insane. Okay. So if you're worried about keeping up with traffic, this is the part where we're gonna see how it does. In Brooklyn, we do have this protected bike lane. No, not protected, but this painted bike lane here to our left, but we should be able to stay with the cars in the pothole in the neighborhoods like this. So while people are still there, we'll go. Oh my god, the amount of like giant potholes are crazy. Baby. Gotta make this light, gotta make this light, gotta make this light. Okay, made it. This is why you need a little bit of power to keep up with the cars here, because you end up with obstructions like that force you into the bike, out of the bike lanes, into the cars. Yeah, this route should be pretty familiar with y'all, because we've taken several PEVs on this route, and it's always like getting a chance to swim with traffic here is always interesting, because now we're gonna kind of hit this little area where it's gonna be like city bikers, joggers, and all that stuff. But yeah, we're chilling, we're cruising. Nothing too stressful even though this was the stress test route. $750 street legal mode is taking everything in stride right now. We're also making pretty good time. Yeah, really good time. I might even have enough time to stop by. This guy goes, I'm going. Yep. We might even have time to pick up some coffee before work. Ooh, I gotta close my helmet. I'm wearing the gold helmet today because the blue one, oh my goodness, this guy. The blue helmet's chin mount actually basically melted off because of the heat. So I had to get a new chin mount for that one, or get new adhesive for it. Whew. So we're using the gold helmet, so if it sounds a little different or it sounds a little bit more distant, yeah, we'll do that. See, even the city biker guy, nobody really, again, like stops at the reds, but we do. Because we're just gonna stay in front of the cars here. Yeah, city bike guy is already gone. Ooh, gets really tight here. It's been months since we've been down here. I wonder if they fixed the roads yet. Okay. Okay, gotta help it along here. We are almost to the Williamsburg Bridge here, which is going to be the last major incline test. But I mean, riding uptown in general is pretty much like a little bit of an incline. So we'll be in full incline mode the whole time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that 36 volt commuter pack so I can run a little bit more range. Really enjoying this 750 watt mode. I like how chill it is. Signaling right. Yep, major incline. Last one. Williamsburg Bridge, y'all. Once the bike gets going, I think 750 watt mode is super strong. Like you're seeing it right now. Is strong once it's at speed. The initial acceleration again is a little bit softer, but soft in comparison to Chimera's normally bonkers acceleration. So I gotta keep clarifying that. But again, plenty to be able to overtake on here. And we're gonna keep going uphill. And once we're at the kind of top of the curve here on the bridge, it's all going to be smooth sailing downhill now. Okay, we're gonna overtake here. Oh. Had to help it there a little bit. See the bridge is kind of peaking right here, and it'll be downhill. We're gonna try and make it, if the camera can capture this, past the Empire State Building over there to the right, and close to that area over there. So that's gonna be where we're heading, to Midtown East. Stand up here a little bit. Yeah, what a sight, y'all. When the weather is nice, New York City is such a treat to ride through. Then of course we got another week of rain, so what else is new? What else is new? Okay. Yeah, that's like, I think that's more dangerous than like all the e-bike stuff that they keep talking about, like city bikers kind of like on their phone while they're riding, just like looking down, not even looking at where they're going. I think that is far more dangerous and far more common than like the craziness that we see in the news all the time now. So but we all know nothing is ever really about safety. Everything is going to be always about revenue, money. So and with that, we are here in Lower East Side. We're making like exceptional time, actually. Well, now that we are here in Manhattan, I think this is a good time to say, if you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, as it really helps out the channel. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions about this ride or this setup or this build. If you really want to support the channel, there are two ways to do that. We can give the video a hype. Hyping a video helps the channel get onto the main page and give us a little bit more exposure. Second, subscribe. Subscribing is always one of the best and easy ways to support the channel. So thank you for so much for your continued support. It's always appreciated. And thank you for all my day one homies. Y'all are the best. And thank you for all the haters. You know, like it's been a ton of fun. Like we know we're growing once we start getting like these like really nasty snide comments. So thank you. Feel free to give the video a thumbs down too if you're like, nah, this guy is just, he talks too much. How dare he vlog on a ride vlog channel? Yeah, that's y'all welcome to do that. Or if you're like, well, Ivan, the Chimera theoretically is not a electric bike. It is a souped up electric motorcycle disguising itself as an e-bike. If that's how you feel, please comment section down below. Like a while ago, there was actually a guy who was all up in my comments. Like I hate to put this on blast, but like he was like hitting up every single video, which I was like, okay, cool, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate that. Like literally, like every single video I've ever made. And he eventually just started calling me like a rickshaw driver, and I was just like, homie, that's a little how do I say this, a little racist there, but you know, what can I say? And he was just like, oh no, what I meant was you kind of look like this guy who was pulling my rickshaw. And I was like, yeah man, still doesn't make it better. But yeah, that's how we know we're on the right path. As I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but I've been in sales for a very long time, and some of my sales companies would send us to these like rah-rah sales seminars in Las Vegas to be like, to awaken the giant within me and to make me the most productive human being on the planet, you know, all those things. And there is one quote that I thought was just like super helpful, and it's when you're encountering resistance, that's when you know you're on the right path, because you can't have lift without that air resistance. So the more you get, the more likely you are on the right path. So I think I might be going a little too quick here. I overshot that stoplight. But yep. Again, sorry, didn't mean to make this a TED Talk, but just kind of wandered that way. Damn. I don't understand. What is the point of like hard acceleration if you have to stop from like light to light? Isn't that just like burning through gas, especially with how expensive gas prices are and how expensive like cost of living in New York is right now? Like, I mean, God bless if you can burn gas like that, but man. But 750 watt mode here is keeping up with New York City traffic. Yeah, I'm having a little bit of a hard time accelerating to keep up with them, but once we're at speed, we are kind of chilling. So just like, I feel like that is, I've had several back 855 bikes now, and that's kind of like what I'm noticing from even with the 90 amps of pull with back 855s, it will give you enough to kind of get off the line, give you a little bit of a bump, but a lot of the pull is between like 10 and like 30 miles an hour, which is also nice because that's where you kind of need it. But see right there, the pull. Okay, we're gonna swing around here since this guy's turning. Man, I overshot that light again. My timing is off, y'all. Timing is off. I'm usually swimming with these lights a little bit better. You know what? I'm gonna make this a left here. Oh, okay, not road closed. Okay. I guess I'll take the next left. Okay. Take this detour. Okay. Maybe we'll take Madison Avenue up. Let's see. Curious to see what the top speed has been so far. Let me stop here in the shade. Let's see. It doesn't say. Average speed has been 11 miles an hour, so let's see here. Man, I'm starting to sweat. I always wear my vest because it gets cold at work, but group ride. Okay, are we gonna go? We're gonna chill, we're gonna go, we're gonna chill, we're gonna go, we're gonna chill, we're gonna go, we're gonna chill. We are gonna chill. I hope my camera settings are holding up. My the video I did 2 videos ago where I was testing something that I saw on the Insta360 forums didn't work out really well, so I kind of I'm just going with like my trial and error here, but I wanted to try it because everyone like swore by it as far as like realism and how good the footage looks. So I ended up doing shutter speed 120. I lowered the sharpness to its lowest possible setting to enhance that motion blur. And then the suggestion was take the oh my goodness, what is it called? Sharpness tool or whatever it is in Insta360 Studio. I forgot what it's called. It's not the color one, but it's the other one. It's supposed to dial it in a little bit more, and I did that, and it just kind of came out like I did not like the footage, which is a shame because it was a really fun 15-mile ride, but I didn't like how that came out. So we're just back to just doing our own thing. I would have actually normally just scrapped that video because I wasn't too happy with it, but honestly, like, I just am not gonna re-record a different ride. I was already behind schedule because of my work schedule, so I was just like, you know what, let me just do this. See, I remembered. I stopped before the crosswalk. Sometimes I remember, y'all. I take feedback. I know people are like, you never take feedback. I know, I do take feedback. That's why, like, we experiment and stuff like that. But I'm not doing that, or I'm in the middle of the road. But it does feel a little weird having a car like right on my tail without without pedestrians kind of acting as a cushion, but that's okay. Dodging these potholes are crazy. Yo, what are you doing? See, city bikers are much worse than those of us in the PV community. Like, they be doing all kinds of crazy stuff, y'all. I'm gonna do, actually, I just realized I can't keep up to the speed up there, so actually, no, I'm good. I can cut through that little park up there. Definitely gonna need another coffee. I could move a little faster, a little more urgency. Wow, okay. Hit that brake. Okay, I'm gonna make this light. Perfect. Can I make this one? Man. All right, so we are approaching the end of the ride here. I'm about like maybe 2 miles from my office, and it's almost time to kind of cut it off. So let me just kind of gather my thoughts here with this long range ride with the 750 watt mode, and kind of like my thoughts on it. 750 watts has been plenty. I think if you are staying mostly in the bike lanes or using good bike lane infrastructure, you'll be 100% okay. And for most urban riding, I think you'll be okay. It's been plenty, honestly. It was enough to tackle those hills, but of course I get it. It's not the hills that people have in California, people have in Hawaii, so take that with a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, this is New York City. Yes, we have hills, but we get it. They're not mountains like the stuff that you see in California and Hawaii or Colorado or whatever. So yeah, if you need more power, then yeah, the Chimera is capable of that, but the 750 watt mode for your general city commuting is plenty. It's nice to also have the ability to like pedal. It almost feels like I have like pedal assist, so it is a treat. Okay. Okay. But yeah, overall, like it's been a great experience just doing the 750 watt modes. It's got plenty of power. It's a lot of fun. It's zippy, and again, generally enough to keep up with most urban riding. So we did end up taking some of these roads that are a little bit faster just to test it. But yeah, last time you saw when I stuck primarily with the bike lanes, it was a much less stressful ride. So because we are on these like higher speed roads now, we got to kind of get a feel for that. So yeah, ton of fun. I'm a little sad that I had to go to work now, but it is what it is, y'all. Wow. At the end of the day, you gotta pay the bills, right? So we do what we gotta do and pay those bills. Maybe one day, if the channel ever gets to the point where it's self-sustaining and a full-time thing for me, yeah, we'll do more of these rides. But for now, it is back to work, back to reality. That was Grand Central, by the way, that we just passed. Oh man, we got, oh no, I don't. Actually, I do have plenty of time. I can get some I do have time to get some coffee, so maybe that's what I'll do. I already had one this morning, but I'm feeling super tired. The new JP Morgan building. Looks like a supervillain's headquarters. But that's it, y'all. I hope you enjoy this one. Did not see that bump. I will catch you on the next one, and I'm gonna drop off my bike and then go get some coffee. So all right, y'all. Peace out. Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming along.